Hello everyone, my name is Bhavishyat. I am well, and I hope you will be also well. So, as Albert Einstein once said, education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think. Okay, let's start. Learn about the elements of automobile engineering. First sem core subject of the automobile branch. Subject code is 25811I. ಇವಾಗಲೇ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬೋರ್ಡ್ನವ್ರು ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು 3 ಸೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅನ್ನು ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರದ್ದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಟ್ ನ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ 1 I explain about the first set of the paper. Okay, let's go through them one by one. As showed on the display, I also set the paper as your model question paper. In this paper, they are split into the 4 parts: part A, part B, part C, and part D. Them paper part 1 in the multiple choice questions for 15 marks. Each questions carries 1 marks that is easily scoreable for you. Next part A into fill in the blanks questions for 5 marks. Each question carries 1 marks. Next part B. Part B, any 5 questions of the following correct answer ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತು. 5 ಕ್ವಶನ್ಗೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ. In part C, answer any 5 questions. Each questions carries 3 marks. You just see one by one. Next part D. In the part D, answer any 5 questions. In each question carries 5 marks. Then part D, I think. Yes, part D. Answer any 3 questions. In each questions carries 10 marks. ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯಾವತ್ತು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಡಿ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 by 1 ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದರ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಮತ್ತೆ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಮತ್ತು ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ. ಉದ್ದವಾಗಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ವೈಸ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋರಿಗೆ ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬಾ ಸುಲಭ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಬೇಕಾಬಿಟ್ಟಿ ಬರೆಯುವುದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಆ ರೀತಿ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ. ಸೊ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಬರ್ರಿ. Question number 1, which of the following is an advantage of two-stroke engine? 4 options is given: A, B, C, D. First option is low noise and vibration. Second option is better fuel efficiency. Third option, high power to weight ratio. And option D, lower emission. Which one is the correct answer? C is the correct answer. High power to weight ratio. Why? Two-stroke engines produce the 1 power stroke and for every revolution for the crankshaft. Produces 1 power stroke every 2 revolution, in result greater power output relevant to engine size and weight. Number 3, what is the compression ratio of the IC engine? Option A, ratio of compression pressure to atmosphere pressure. Option B, ratio of total cylinder volume to clearance volume. Option C, ratio of piston area to bore diameter. Option D, ratio of shaft volume to crankshaft speed. Which one is correct? Ratio of total cylinder volume to clearance volume is the correct answer. Question number 4, in which body construction type are body and frame integrated? 4 ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ? ಒಂದು ಮೊನೆಕ್ಯೂ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಮೊನೆಕ್ಯೂ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಆನ್ ಫ್ರೇಮ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್. ಥರ್ಡ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಲ್ಯಾಡರ್ ಫ್ರೇಮ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್. ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ಯುಲರ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಫ್ರೇಮ್. ಸೊ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆದ ಆನ್ಸರ್? ಮೊನೆಕ್ಯುಲರ್ or unitary body. This is the correct answer. Correct answer, molecular or unitary body. Why this is the correct answer? In a molecule construction, the body and frame are integrated in the single structure. Unlike other ladder frame or other type of bodies mounted on the frame of the chassis. Question number 5, extrusion is particularly well suited for producing. Option A, complex 3D shapes with varying thickness. Option B, long parts with uniform cross sections. Option C, very short precision components. Option D, intermediate cost products. Which one is correct? Option B is correct. Long parts with uniform cross sections. Because extrusion forces heated material through a die forming continuous length with the contact uh, constant cross sections. Question number 6. The fundamental principle of the forging involves ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ? Option A, removing a metal to achieve a final shape. Option B, shaping metal by applying compressive forces. Option C, joining two metal parts. Option D, heating metal to melting at temperature before shape. Which one is correct answer? Option B is correct answer, shaping metal by applying compressive forces. Because forging refines grain structure and improves strength by compressing metals using hammering or pressing, often while hot. Question number 7. The primary function of a thrust bearing is option A, to reduce radial loads. Option B, to support loads acting along the axis of the rotations. Option C, to convert rotary motion into linear motion. Option D, to store rotational energy. Which one is correct answer? Option B is correct, to support loads acting along the axis of rotation, because their thrust bearing is designed to handle axial forces that a normal radial bearings cannot manage. Question number 8. Which power transmission system is best suited for large speed ratio, compact design and positive drives? Which four option is given: A, B, C, D. A option is belt drives, B option is gear drives, C option is rope drives, D option is chain drive. Which one is the correct answer? Option B, gear drive is the correct answer, because gear drives provides positive transmission, high efficiency and can achieve the large speed ratio in the compact spaces. No slips. Question number 9. The primary functions of the splines in automotive drivetrains is option A, to reduce noise and vibration. Option B, to transmit torque while allowing axial movement. Option C, to support radial and axial loads. Option D, to absorb shocks during braking. Which one is correct? A, B, C, D. B option is correct, to transmit torque while allowing the axial, because splines are grooves on the shaft and hubs allowing torque transmission while permitting sliding movement. Okay, question number 10. What is the characteristics of the unprotected type flange coupling? Option A, bolts and nuts are covered with protective flanges. Option B, bolts and nuts are exposed. Option C, it is uses flexible rubber bushing. It has no. Option D, it has no keys to transmit torque. Which one is correct answer? Option B is the correct answer. Bolt and nuts are exposed, because in unprotected type of coupling, bolts are visible and not enclosed, marking it similar but less state than protected types. Question number 11. A distinguishing features of the ACME threads is option A, square profile with zero flank angle. Option B, round crest from for smooth motion. Option C, high friction locking ability. Option D, a 29-degree included angle between the flanks. Which one is correct answer? Option D is the correct answer, a 29-degree included angle between the flanks. What is stand for ACME? ACME means American trapezoid thread. Question number 12. Brazing is most suitable for option A, joining only similar metals. Option B, joining dissimilar metals then cannot be welded easily. Option C, temporary fastening of sheet metals. Option D, high temperature fusion welding applications. Which one is the correct answer? B is the correct answer. Joining dissimilar metals then that cannot be welded easily because brazing uses a filler above 450 degrees Celsius but below melting point of base metal. Uh, which type of joints uses cover plates join two plates placed at end to end? Option A, lap joint. Option B, butt joint. Option C, corner joint. Option D, edge joint. Which one is correct answer? Option B is the correct answer. Butt joint because edge lines up in same planes and corners. Question number 14. Which type of composite consists of strong fiber embedded in polymer matrix? Option A, metal matrix composite. Option B, ceramic matrix composite. Option C, polymer matrix composite. Option D, carbon carbon composites. Which one is correct? Option C is the correct answer. Polymer matrix composites because the polymer matrix composites, the fibers contents are glass or glass, carbon, and kelvin, which provides high strength and polymer contains epoxy and polyesters. They blind them and lightweight and strong corrosion resistance. So option C is the correct answer. Question number 15. Which of the following is a fundamental unit in the CJ system? Option A, centimeter. Option B, Newton. Option C, Pascals. Option D, Joule. Option A is the correct answer, centimeter. Because the CJ stands for quantity and units or length or mass and times. Length unit is centimeter or mass unit is grams or times units is seconds. In MKS stands for newtons, pascals, joules. So centimeter comes under CJ system. Okay, first part is completed. The second part is fill in the blanks. In fill in the blanks, answer is already given in above the question. To fill the proper answer to the questions. First question is meter, kilogram, and second are the primary unit system used in dash unit system. In the answer is already given in the above. Which one is the correct answer? MKS unit system is the correct answer. Ferrous materials are characterized by having dash as their chief constituent element. Which one is the correct answer? Iron. Iron is the correct answer. Second question. Fill in the blanks. The ferrous materials are characterized by having iron as their chief constituent element. Third question. Square threads are most commonly employed in applications requiring efficient dash such as a lead screw and jacks. Which one is the correct answer? Square threads are most commonly employed in applications requiring efficient power transmission such as lead screws and jacks is the correct answer. The fourth question, dash is the distance between center lines of two front wheels. Which one is the correct answer? Track is the distance between center lines of the two front wheels. Track is the correct answer. Last question. A dash is the ratio between total volume to the clearance volume. Compression ratio is the ratio between total volume and clearance volume. The compression ratio is the correct answer. Okay, part A, two sections are completed. Part A in part 1 and part 2 is completed. Then part B, answer any 5 questions. First question is compare CGS and MK system of measurement. Okay, compare between MK system and CGS system. First point stands for meter, kilogram, second system. The CGS system stands for centimeter, gram, second system. MK system widely used. This CGS system not widely used. MK system decimal system. This CGS system also decimal systems. Then suitable for laboratory measurement, CJ system, MK system, more suitable for engineer applications. List types of cast iron materials. ಯಾವ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಐರನ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಗ್ರೇ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಐರನ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ವೈಟ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಐರನ್, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಮಿಲೇಬಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಐರನ್, ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಒನ್ ಡಕ್ಟೈಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಐರನ್, ಫಿಫ್ತ್ ಒನ್ nodular cast iron, sixth one chilled cast iron, seventh one alloy cast iron, eighth one mechanite cast iron. Third question, list environmental effects of plastics. Point number 1, plastics are non-biodegradable and causes land pollution. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಪರಿಸರದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಣ್ಣಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಬೇಗವಾಗಿ ಕರಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, ಬರ್ನಿಂಗ್ plastics are releases toxic gases. ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬರ್ನ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ವಾಯು ಮಾಲಿನ್ಯ ಉಂಟಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಥರ್ಡ್, ಡ್ರೈನೇಜ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲೀಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಫ್ಲಡ್ಸ್. ಹೊಲ ಚರಂಡಿ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ರವಾಹಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಇಂದ. ಕ್ಲೈಮೇಟ್ ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಲೀಸಸ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಹೌಸ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹವಾಮಾನದ ಪರಿಣಾಮ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಉತ್ಪಾದನೆ ಮತ್ತು ತ್ಯಾಜ್ಯವು ಹಸಿರು ಮನೆ ಅನಿಲಗಳನ್ನು ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಮಾಡುತ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ತೀನಿ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ರಿಲೀಸಸ್ ಪಾಯ್ಸನಸ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸಣ್ಣ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ವಿಷಕಾರಿ ಅನಿಲಗಳನ್ನು ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಮಾಡುತ್ತದೆ, ಅದರಿಂದ ಕೂಡ ವಾಯು ಮಾಲಿನ್ಯ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪರಿಸರ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, ಏರ್ ಪೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಬರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ರಿಲೀಸಸ್ ಪಾಯ್ಸನಸ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಾಯು ಮಾಲಿನ್ಯ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಸುಡುವುದರಿಂದ ವಿಷಕಾರಿ ಅನಿಲಗಳನ್ನು ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಮಾಡುತ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆನ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮೇಕ್ಸ್ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಲೆಸ್ ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸರ್ಸ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಭೂಮಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಸಂಗ್ರಹವಾಗುವುದರಿಂದ ಮಣ್ಣು ಫಲವತ್ತತೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಮಣ್ಣಿನ ಫಲವತ್ತತೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. This is the answer of the third question. Next, fourth question, define the pitch and lead of screws. Pitch means the distance between the two consistent threads, andre measured parallel to the screw axis is called pitch, denoted by P. Lead andre the distance the screw advanced in one revolution is called lead. For single star thread, lead pitch. For multi-star threads, lead pitch into number of stars. List the types of keys. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೀಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಒಂದು ಶಂಖ ಕೀ, ಸ್ಯಾಡಲ್ ಕೀ, ಟ್ಯಾಂಜೆಂಟ್ ಕೀ, ರೌಂಡ್ ಕೀಸ್, ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಕೀಸ್, ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಕೀಸ್, ರೆಕ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಗುಲರ್ ಕೀ, ಫೀದರ್ ಕೀ ಅಂಡ್ ಗಿಬ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಕೀ. ಸೊ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತು. ಎಷ್ಟು ಒಂದು 5-6 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಬೇರಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಯಾವ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ನ ಬೇರಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತು. ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಬೇರಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಬೇರಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ಶೆಲ್ ಬೇರಿಂಗ್, ಥ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಬೇರಿಂಗ್, ಬಾಲ್ ಬೇರಿಂಗ್, ರೋಲರ್ ಬೇರಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ನೀಡಲ್ ಬೇರಿಂಗ್. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಒಂದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು 6 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ದ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಸೆವೆಂತ್ ಒನ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್, ಡಿಫೈನ್ ವೀಲ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಓವರಾಲ್ ಲೆಂತ್. ವೀಲ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರಿಯರ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ವೀಲ್ ಬೇಸ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲ್ ನಿಂದ ರಿಯರ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲ್ ಇರುವ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ದೂರ ವೀಲ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಓವರ್ ಲೆಂತ್, ದ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಲೆಂತ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಬಂಪರ್ ಟು ರಿಯರ್ ಬಂಪರ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಓವರ್ ಆಲ್ ಲೆಂತ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಫ್ರಂಟಿನ ಬಂಪರ್ ಇಂದ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಒಂದು ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ ನ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಬಂಪರ್ ನವರೆಗೆ ಇರುವ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಲೆಂತ್ ಅನ್ನು ಓವರ್ ಆಲ್ ಲೆಂತ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೇವೆ. ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 8, ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಬೋರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೋಕ್ ಲೆಂತ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೋರ್? The inside diameter of the engine cylinder is called bore. It is denoted by T. It is measured in mm. What is stroke length? The distance traveled by the piston between TDC to BDC. It is denoted by D. It is measured in mm. It is denoted by L. It is measured in mm. ಈ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದೇ ಡಿ ಇದ್ದದನ್ನು ಎಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿನೋಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಎಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ 2 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಸಿ ಇಂದ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ.